What a night for a fight. Under the lights, my name is Todd Grisham. We are here at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh. And here he is, Bud Terence Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Lots of hype as they will fight in. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Look at it hurt. Good straight right hand. Looking at social media right now, Johnny, and the entire boxing world is buzzing about this battle under the stars.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How they prepared for this, these fighters. This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Good counter punching. You believe what we are seeing. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. That uppercut doesn't land.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it, kitchen sink.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until the end.
Terence Crawford just got rocked. He settled back in, but needs to play some defense.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Defense is not an option for these two. That right hook catching air. This has been a Crawford in trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Beautiful counter punch. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The perfect counter lands. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Stretching out his back. Mate, he's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Every time you see him get a big deep breath, banging downstairs.
They ring the bell, and here we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Looking to land the hook. Got out of the way of that right hook. Well done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
These two are the perfect dance partners. Crawford is dazed. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself. Back into it, but do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Incredible work rate. Just missed with that hook. And so far, the offense has been better than a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. There's a count. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
So important now in the first one. Look at it.
And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, yet not to the sense of the comeback.
Robinson goes to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again...
Crawford may be ready to go down. Well, he's firing back now. Sometimes offense can be your best defense.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought, there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the spin back on it. Like it never happened.
Terence Crawford just got rocked. I'm Todd Grisham, and all the seats have been sold. We're live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Terence Bud Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales at 140 pounds, bang on, with a reach of 47 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
This is Terence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight, and now the action's about to begin.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup, and here we go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. No rest for the weary. These two fighters are made for one another. How about that counter shot? Terence Crawford just got rocked.
Don't let him land again.
Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes.
3, 4, and you continue.
Good for him to get back up on his feet, but is he just a glutton for punishment?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurt, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right?
Crawford's legs are all over the place. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice breeze in the air. This has to feel so foreign to these fighters, Johnny, as they box outside.
Now
Crawford is dazed. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. Just scared of you, kid. You keep it up, he'll be on his ass in no time. Confidence is going to be...
And there's the bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store. Sure about this one.
He's up. I'll be surprised if he makes a big performance. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change that habit. You've got to...
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And first up, we have Muhammad Ali. 6'3" tall, the best to ever do it. He'll square off against smoking Joe Frazier, only 6 feet tall. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. He is...
This bout is scheduled.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are... And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Just misses with that jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Of the 3 fights, my personal favorite has to be the Thrilla in Manila. It was estimated to have been seen by 1 billion people, and what a brutal encounter it was.
This is called Fight of the Century. We've got to find a name for it. We've got to make it special. Fight of the ages, fight of the planets, fight of the gods. The boxing gods. That's it, the fight of the gods. This is that fight.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Lucky that hook didn't score.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter punch. They're both trying for a knockout. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. They got the momentum. They got the advantage. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so...
Finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far. Well, he's on his feet, but there's no way he's going to win this round now.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round. Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Relax. Breathe and relax.
Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? All right, breathe, focus.
Through the round. Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round. Just
Breathe and relax. Right, in this next round, when you get through the round.
move in. Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every time he gets close, tie him up. Grab hold of him. Right, this next round, I just want you to get through the round.
Don't take any clean shots. And every time he gets close, tie him up.
Out the tough round, just get through this next round. Keep on the end of the jab.
And when you get through the round, just get through the round. Don't do nothing stupid, all right? Don't.
Any clean shots. And every time he gets close, tie him up.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. Caution is being thrown to the wind. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Those counter punches have to hurt. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He missed with the jab. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of... Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at it. Look at the movement. Look at the speed.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. As bad as boxing... They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Well, he's back on his feet, but right now, the corner's got to think about throwing in the towel.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. He got out of the way of that right hook. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. You've got to wonder how... And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full battle because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
It's going to be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Beautiful counter shot. And here comes the legend, Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. You gotta like what you're... The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight.
Are you okay?
So this fight will continue. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights. Throws the jab, but does not score. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This is a high-octane battle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's Let's talk about Ali in that last round. After what we saw, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change everything in this. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Let's talk about Ali in that match. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They need to be careful and punch themselves out here. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll... So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it.